Nurses, postal workers, rail unions, airport staff, the border force, all of them are on a striking spree.
The world is in chaos. China, the US, and the UK. We are running out of some important medications. If you haven't stocked up, you better go out today and get what you need. Because this is not just affecting us in the US. It is drastically affecting China. And we all know when things affect China, because we depend so much on them, it's going to affect us as well. Things are about to break. There is a new wave of the Wuhan virus that is surging. Essential workers are striking. Yes, nurses, when we need them the most. No fault of their own, just greed on behalf of the establishment. They want what everybody wants and deserves. More pay for the more work that they are doing. We better prepare. 2023 is not looking good the way it's starting. Now, yes, we can make the most of it because we're strong. But if you're not prepared, you're going to be left behind. Things are life and death. That's what this video is about. Let's talk about it.
I really wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. How are you doing, fam? And welcome back to the channel. Is it snowing where you are yet? Not where I'm at. I'm in Columbia, but I'm headed back to North Carolina. I came down here to visit my mom real quick, give my daughter the gifts for the grandkids. And y'all, it's 43 degrees down here in South Carolina. It's colder in North Carolina where I'm at in the mountains. We are only expecting a really cold rain on Thursday, and then on Friday morning we are expecting snow. I don't know if that's changed since I saw the weather this morning. Right now it's 2:41 p.m. This video is going up today, so you're going to get a fresh video. But I just want to say thank y'all for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel, you guys. It means so much to me. I appreciate you spending just a little bit of time with me. So I'm gonna get into this video, but I want you guys to prepare before the cold comes in. Okay, I put some tarps up on my chicken coop. I have my rabbits set up fine. But anyway, y'all, so much is happening. I'm sorry for the long video, but I need you to know what is happening. Okay, it is absolutely insane, and there will be clips in here. Okay, so don't turn away. Watch the video all the way through. It does help the channel. Interact with the video, leave comments and things like that. That lets YouTube know that you want other people to see it. And another way is to share the videos out as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not. If you are new, I hope that you decide to stick around and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. If you are returning, welcome back. So much is happening right now. We have to stay focused. Remember, what you have in your home could be life or death for you. Please stock up on your medications. Not just food. Please stock up on your medications. I just saw some articles, and I will put a clip in here if I remember. Shortages of acetaminophen. I talked about this before, and ibuprofen. They are here in the United States. Pharmacies are running low on pain medication. You and I both know, most likely if you get sick, that is the first thing you're going to need. Pain medication, cold and flu medication. Stock up on those now if you can find them. I've shown you videos in Walgreens, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, and other stores where the shelves are looking empty, and in some cases they're actually bare. Well, the article that I saw and the news that I saw was that we're not the only ones experiencing this. No, we are not. It is way worse in China. Right now, what's happening is a worse, most horrific thing, worse than 2020 because of the lag that China did. So because China did not do the things that we did in 2020 and in 2021, they mainly just did lockdowns every time there was an outbreak. Lockdown. They didn't address the situation. So now that they're opening back up, and they're opening back up a lot, their numbers are rising. Right now in China, it looks like how we looked in 2020 here. Bodies upon bodies in the hallways of the hospitals, at the morgue. More and more people are contracting the cough. And what they're saying now is that the cough could actually affect everyone around the world all over again. And it's going to be worse. I know you're probably saying worse than what we dealt with in 2020 and 2021. Well, guys, we're still dealing with the cough now in 2022. We just have learned to live with it, to function with it. But China is just starting. There are new variants, new viruses that are threatening to be worse than COVID-19, than the coronavirus. And the potential for it reaching other places has elevated because people are traveling, especially this holiday season. People are traveling from country to country, from state to state. So please be careful out there. I know you say, I don't want to wear a mask, and that's you. Don't do it if you don't want to. I will tell you firsthand, a mask will not protect you 100%, just like a condom will not protect you 100%. Birth control pills will not protect you 100%. There is no 100% for anything out here is what I'm trying to say. So before you try to say that argument, keep that to yourself, because this is life or death. No, it won't prevent it. But what it will do is lessen the chances of you getting the cough or lessening is because you're breathing it in, and the amount that you breathe in is how you're going to be sick. So I made sure that one of the things that I did was start stocking up on my vitamin C, even in the gummy form, even in the pill form. You know you can get vitamin C from lemons too, right? So what's happening in China right now, they're having a shortage of acetaminophen, ibuprofen. They're even having a shortage of foods that give you the vitamin C. Lemons, not just oranges, lemons. Also kiwi, and they're running short on those. The lines are out the door of people waiting to get into the pharmacy to get medication. Pharmacies are running to the warehouses to get more medication, and they don't have what they need to supply the people. When China got all the backlash because people died in the fire, people actually they unalived themselves because they couldn't deal with the stress of being locked up and not being able to go to work or see their family or whatever. Well, now they're opening back up. But what they didn't prepare for is the fact that their citizens would be contracting it at the rate that they would be, because they haven't built up any immunity from it. See, what we did here, and a lot of people complain about it, is we did the herd immunity. Well, we just gonna get on back out there. We gonna live our life. We gonna do what we have to do. And if you get sick, you get sick. And hopefully you won't get sick again from it. Or if you do, it won't be as worse as the first time or whatever when you got it. Well, China didn't do that. They didn't build up that immunity. So people are getting it so fast. Their numbers, they can't even keep track. They're to the point now where they're saying we're not gonna count every death as contributed to the cough. We're not going to do that. We're going to do respiratory, people who die with respiratory issues. We'll consider that to be cough related. But if they die from a heart attack, stroke, or something like that, which are things that come about after you have the cough, your risk go up with that. They're not going to count that. So they don't want those high numbers being out there for us to see that people are dropping unalive left and right. Okay, this is going to also affect 2023. We only have a few more days left in this year. So 2023 is coming in, and it's gonna be horrible. I mean, we're gonna make the best of it. We always do as a people. That's what we do. We're gonna live our life. That's what we are supposed to do. But in doing that, we need to be as safe as possible. We need to be aware of the things that's going on around us. We need to be aware that food prices are not going to go down. Food prices are going to get even higher because there are going to be a lot more food products that are going to go missing, that are going to be short and going to be costing us more because of the shortage of the food. This is why food is so high, because there is a shortage of it, no matter what the USDA says on their website, you know. So stock up on your food, stock up on your medications. Get prepared for these storms. So I also forgot to mention that the UK is also facing a lot when it comes to the whole cough taking off again. They are struggling right now. They have a major strike on their hand with essential workers. Nurses being one of them. Nurses, thousands of them are striking, and not just in the UK. I have that clip in here as well. I hope that people understand that if this continues to go the route that it is already going in China, it's a matter of time before it starts affecting the ports in Shanghai, because it's already affecting things in Beijing and in Shanghai. When it comes to the medication shortages, there's going to be a shortage of people. They're going to be too sick to do anything. That means too sick to go to work, and too sick, we're going to lock back down. We still have stores closing. People are still going to have to find a way to get to the next store if their store in their community is closing. I got a call the other day from Walgreens, and it was saying that Walgreens now accepts Kroger's prescriptions. So I'm thinking Kroger's is going to cut down on their pharmacies because of the shortage of pharmacists. Walgreens already has a shortage of pharmacists, but they're taking on Kroger's prescriptions. So you guys, it's just a lot going on. Stay aware. I'll try to keep you aware of things when I hear them. Watch this clip. Leave me some comments. Share this video out so that more people can understand things are not the same. Things will never be the same, but we have to adapt to whatever the situation is. We have to be willing to be flexible. We have to be willing to think outside the box. How can I do this? Well, if they're doing that, then I need to do this. So leave tips, comments down below. You guys, stock up as soon as possible. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. When you are, go out and spread God's love. So I will see y'all in the next video. You guys, I love you, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Just when you thought that nightmare was over and the mask could be thrown away, alarm bells have been clanging again with a dreadful insistence. Scientists from the fringe to the mainstream are predicting that a new wave of the Wuhan virus could soon bring back the horrors of 2020 magnified. Even the US State Department warned that China's COVID surge could spill over to the rest of the world.
The best way to brace for all of that is to get your home stocked up and step up your security at your home as well. Because when things lock down, if they lock down over there in China again, and it does affect us here, and we already dealing with shortages, food increase on everything. People are going to be stealing left and right. Violence is going to go up, and homes are going to be burglarized.
Eric Fiegeldine. He's an American public health scientist who heads the COVID task force. In January 2020, he was one of the first health experts to sound an alarm over the Wuhan virus. He said that COVID-19 could be catastrophic. He called it thermonuclear pandemic level bad. 35 months, 600 million cases and 6 million deaths later, this scientist has issued a similar warning. He says the current COVID surge in China is thermonuclear bad yet again and could soon spill over to the rest of the world. He says 60% of China's population and 10% of the Earth's population could get infected in the next 90 days. It's based on data from the University of Hong Kong. Professors there say the Wuhan virus could kill more than 1 million Chinese. 1 million. If the country fully reopens by January next year. It was carried by Bloomberg. It says the COVID outbreak in China has worried scientists about new variants, about new virus mutations all over the world. In fact, the CDC, that is the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, says it's already on the lookout for new variants.
So don't get that sense of normalcy. Anything could happen. We did not expect 2020 to happen at all. Everybody was going about their merry little business, you know, making their YouTube videos on social media, TikToking, and everything else that they were doing. And all of a sudden, the world came to a halt. Who saw the world stopping, everything shutting down? And when it did open back up, who saw all the lines outside of the store having to wait to get in? I just showed you some on my other channel where they were just waiting to get into the Bed Bath & Beyond, because they're going back to those protocols, you guys. They're putting those signs back on the floor, 6 feet distance. They know that this is coming, and I'm trying to let you know so you can prepare right now.
It's from Ned Price, the official spokesperson of the US State Department. He says the toll of COVID in China is a major concern for the rest of the world. He has also added that the COVID wave in China has the potential to mutate and pose a threat everywhere.
The toll of the virus is of concern to the rest of the world, given the size of China's GDP, given the size of China's economy. It's not only good for China to be in a stronger position vis-a-vis COVID, but it's good for the rest of the world as well.
It explains these images. They are from Beijing. These are delivery workers crowding outside pharmacies, waiting to collect medicines. They say they're picking up multiple orders because loads of people have tested positive.
Guys, we get so many medications from China. They're struggling over there. You think they're going to send us stuff when they need it? Come on, get stocked up.
Look at these images now. They're from Shanghai. They show the city's residents lining up outside fever clinics, trying to buy urgent medication.
When ports were closed, I reported on that. Guess where they were? Shanghai. So those workers that are sick, what if they work at those ports? Will they remain open since they're back open now? What does that mean for us? Well, it means more shortages in 2023.
The queues stretch for several meters, with people waiting in line for several hours. Official statements flowing in from Beijing. Chinese health officials are doing regular pressers, downplaying concerns about the situation. The largest of 6 international airports in London and the second busiest airport in the world. It's in a state of mess. Or should I say absolute shambles. That's how the British media is describing the situation. A crippling shortage of staff. It has plagued the airport for weeks now, with people waiting for their luggage for hours. Today, on the 20th of December, the situation took a turn for the worse. The airport looked absolutely nuts. There were piles of luggage lying astray with no staff inside to deliver them. Nurses, postal workers, rail unions, airport staff, the border force, all of them are on a striking spree. Headline, is from last week. It says a COVID rebound is underway in the United Kingdom. They say the UK could be headed for a severe healthcare crisis. Some experts are even suggesting the return of masks and testing, while the United Kingdom could be on track for another wave of the Wuhan virus.
Let me know what you think of all of this in the comments.
I wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep.